Yeah, I do. I'm gonna wear them.
Carter, shut up. Let's start.
To end our the last business of this show, this 100th anniversary show about how the West was won, we're going to bring in a special guest. He's the director of the movie How the West Was Won, Mr. J.D. Sagowski, better known as DJ. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you. Sit down, sit down. Got your drink out?
Oh, man.
You betcha. So, how long did it take you to make this great movie with all these good actors?
Well, by the time I got Carter Anderson lined up, Liam Neeson and all these other great guys already like, yeah, we want in. And so we offered Carter like, $60 million. And he's like, that ain't enough. And I said, well, we don't need you that bad. So he's like, okay, I'll take it. I feed the kids, you know. And 173 minutes, it took a long time.
So now there is a lot of great actors in this movie. Can you explain just three of them? Just give examples of three of them.
Well, I watched the interview Carter did, and that kid's top notch. I mean, picked him for a reason. I mean, he's stone wall out there. When he's fighting Indians in that first scene, you don't get much better than that. Like it was great. And then we got Liam Neeson in there as one of the backup guys, and Jonah Hill, just because every movie needs a fat, funny guy. I mean, I don't care who it is, you know. And I mean, down the Indians, that's a harder deal. I got Tommy Lee Jones. I know he's a white guy, but he always plays the Indians in these other movies like The Missing, stuff like that. He's pretty good.
Now, wasn't Kevin Costner a backup actor in one of the scenes?
Yeah. Oh, we got lots of major names in there that just never really come in. I kind of thought to myself, you know, if we're gonna make a great movie, have great actors throughout the whole thing, and our stunt guys, they weren't in. I made all the actors do their own stunts. And I had enough backup actors, it didn't matter. Like there's one, it's pretty good. Pretty good. When they're drowning in a waterfall.
Was that a hard part? Because I remember you did not see them people, when they went down water, you did not see them people for a minute 30 at least. How did them actors learn to hold that breath that long? Because I know some of them smoke, and that's got to really hurt with the lungs and holding the breath.
Well, what happened was we put a tank down there, and what they do is when they roll under, they go in the tank. There's an air bubble right there, so you just set it in the tank. It's about 6 inches underwater. It's a new thing that we're doing. It's pretty cool. And with special features, I mean, you film it for 5 seconds and then just keep rolling the same clip.
See, now, where was the majority of the movie filmed at?
Well, I picked most of the southwestern part of Wyoming, the eastern part of Utah here, or the northern part of Utah, sorry, we're on the wrong side. And then we went to California and did a little bit because it's cold up here and I don't like the cold. I'd rather
No, I bet the actors didn't like the cold either because they're from them bigger cities where it's always warm, so I bet to go back to California was like them being at home. They probably performed better.
Well, actors are just pussies. I mean, Carter Anderson's the only kid I know that can even say he's from somewhere that's cold because I've been to McKenna, Wyoming once or twice. And it's a gorgeous place to live, but it's a cold sunbot.
Yourself, I know a place colder. You live in it.
Yeah.
Explain Parson, Edenwood, why don't you?
I'm from Parson, yeah. We're an hour from the ice box of the USA. It's the coldest there than any other place. Actually, this year on the New Year's Rockin' Eve, they said right before the ball dropped, Big Piney is now the coldest place on New Year's Eve.
Big Piney?
Big Piney. That's an hour from where I live. It was 45 below zero, plus wind chill.
So, when did you guys finish getting done filming? Because I know Wisconsin got hit really, really tough, and the whole Wisconsin, the whole state was closed. Right after they had that problem getting, 6 or 8 feet of snow in that New York place?
Okay, yeah. Which I thought was kind of cool. I seen some of the pictures of that. I'm thinking, wow, man, first we had 8 foot of snow. We wouldn't know what to do. Because we can handle the cold, but we can't handle snow like that, you know.
I mean, there's negative 40s in Parson, but thank God for 8 foot snow, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen people like, they'd open their doors and have a cooler right there in the snow. That's really cool.
Pretty handy,
yeah. I mean, it's just some cool stuff. And I think this movie's going to be a big hit. There's lots of people that, you know, they're all talking about the new action films, and there's just not like the old ones. Like, I get motivation from watching Rocky and The
Well,
Expendables.
Sylvester Stallone is one of my favorite actors. I have liked him in all the movies. I've not yet found a movie I have not liked him in yet. Now, what do you think about it? They had the same problem with 310 to Yuma. 310 to Yuma, you've seen it, right? It's a Western movie, but they made it new. Do you think people have a problem with the new Western movies where they're not in the old black and white, kind of the poor film? Do you think people have a problem with that?
I don't think that so much as it's a bad filming as is people just don't understand. They don't get the real hint what it's like. When I did mine, I wanted them to see that it wasn't pretty. I mean, in 310 to Yuma, the guy gets stabbed with a fork. And that kind of stuff not right, but
it happened.
Like, they make everything too extreme, you know? Like, the Indians raped all the women. In my movie, they're just gonna kill the trappers. It ain't that bad, you know? And Carter comes in and plays the guy. And
did the Indians wear the masks when they raided the village? In the movie?
No, I don't think so.
Not in this movie? Just wondering.
No, we didn't. I decided to go without the mask, you know? We did a little bit of war paint, because masks ain't right, you know? We're not in Louisiana. This ain't no big party, you know? We're not masquerading around, you know? This is the West. It's tough. You gotta be tough.
So now, do you think you picked the right spot? And the point of view of the actors, did they like the whole idea of the book, How the West Is Won? Or did all the actors actually read the book? Or did you yourself have to read the book and tell the actors?
I read the book, and then I passed it out, and then most of them read it. Oh, Carter really read it, and you can tell, because the guys who don't read it, they get there, and they're in the middle of the scene, and they're like, well, we'll do it like this. No, I want to be close to the book, because I respect Louis L'Amour. He's a great Western author. He's had more #1 sellers than anybody else in that time frame. And I mean, I watched this movie and I'm thinking, like, the guys I got aren't really the cowboy type. My head honchos are, you know, like Carter Anderson, and then he had a side man that was Tom Selleck. And these guys are top hands, you know, on the
So now, do you think the descendants of Louis L'Amour is going to be mad about how much you cut out of the book? Because I know you can't fit a big book like that in just an hour and 73 minutes. You have to make, what do they call it, documentation on it? Documentary on it. So what do you think the descendants of Louis L'Amour is going to think about that? And do they own part of the movie because of their descendants of Louis L'Amour, so they own part of the shares of that book?
No, because, see, we copyrighted off of it. It's not the same. The book's its own thing, you know, and if I've done a couple movies, a couple other ones, like Massacre on, can't remember, I did it a long time ago. Tom Selleck, he's great in it. He's always one of my top hands. Monty Walsh, you know, these are all great books that we turned into movies. And so when we did this movie, you know, it was kind of the same deal. The actors are going to get paid. It's going to be great, because when we do this, all the Easterners get to find out what it's like, and all the Westerners are like, yeah, you know, this is the movie we've been waiting for.
You know what? This has been a great 100th anniversary episode. I would like to thank you for coming.
Oh, heck yeah.
My associates in the back has got a gift bag for you. Thank you for coming.
Oh, heck yeah.
Thanks for the filming. Thanks for the movie, and I hope you do well, sir.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, this is a good time here. I like it.
Next up, Dateline, then E2020.